All right. All right. I think I'm live. Should be live. All right, let's take a look at the chart action for Dogecoin. Let's get right into it. All right, so we're on the 4-hour time frame right now, and we still have this downtrend going something like this. And yeah, like I was talking about on my video, my TikTok video. I don't think I uploaded the short yet. Maybe I did. But yeah, I was talking about how on the daily time frame we have this 180 moving average right here coming in like this, and then we have the 9 moving average coming in right here on the blue line. The blue line and the white line pretty much go together, and I was talking about how the red line is pretty much where the 9 moving average is on the daily time frame right now. So I think if we could break this 9 moving average, then we will see a nice pump. For right now, though, I think we're in between this resistance and support line, something like that. Let's take a look at the monthly time frame. I think that's another thing I was looking at, is something like, let me see, monthly time frame. And then if we go to the 9 moving average on here, this bottom orange line right here is, let's see, I could probably move it up, maybe something like that. See the orange line? I think I talked about that in my last video too, is how the moving average is going to be moving up and as time goes by. So yeah, we're going to probably be moving this line. This isn't going to be set in stone, pretty much is what I'm saying. And this line is at .116. So this is that 9 moving average on the monthly time frame. Let's see, what else are we looking at? So yeah, on Dogecoin, we are getting some support right here still, where we still are finding support. And then let's go to the hourly time frame. We can kind of see it better. We have this support down here, or this bottom kind of thing, a double bottom. And then we have a uptrend going something like this. And yeah, so until we break this trend line right here, in my opinion, I feel like we're going on an up, like we're going to be moving up, should I say, and we're on this uptrend, and hopefully we could keep finding support on it. But as you can see, we have this 180 moving average up here, and that might cause some resistance. But I think if we could break it, then that'll be another bullish sign or signal. It'll be bullish if we could break this 180 moving average basically. And this 180 moving average lines up actually with this red line of the, what is it, the daily 9 moving average. Yeah, so the daily 9 moving average and the 4-hour, no, the hourly 180 moving average. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame though, and you can see we broke the 9 moving average right here. So yeah, again, this 180 moving average is up here. Let's see, let's put a target on there kind of thing. Let's see, maybe like a horizontal red line, something like that. So we got the 180 moving average on the 4-hour time frame, and we got the 180 moving average on the hourly time frame, and then the daily time frame, the 9 moving average on the daily time frame is that is that red line right there. Basically possible support, basically possible resistance lines. So yeah, let's see, what else are we looking at? Let's see, is there anything you guys want to look at? I noticed some people joined the stream finally, or not finally, but they joined the stream. But so yeah, that's basically what I'm looking at on Dogecoin. I still have my limit order here at 1.155. We didn't actually, we did not get that filled, or it didn't get filled. I put in an order somewhere, I think it was like over here, something like that, just like a small one. But yeah, like a really small one. This one was a bigger one. This limit order. What's next? All right, let's check out Dogecoin to Bitcoin. Okay, let's see. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. And on the 4-hour time frame, we have this downtrend going something like this. Every time we came into this trend line right here, we got rejected and started moving down. So the question is, are we gonna get into this trend line and then move down, or are we gonna break through it right here? And this is, excuse me, this is the Doge to Bitcoin. So if this goes down, Bitcoin is going up, and excuse me, if this chart is going down, Doge is going down and Bitcoin is going up. So Bitcoin going up, Dogecoin going down. I explained that yesterday too. So yeah, it looks like we found support here, and then it looks like we're on an uptrend, but it looks like we have this downtrend still, or this trend line that we might be coming into contact with pretty soon here. And like I said, if we could break this trend line right here, then that'll be bullish, and we probably have to deal with this 180 moving average on the 4-hour time frame. Let's see what the daily time frame looks like. And the daily 9 moving average is right here. So I think if we break this trend line, basically, I think we're gonna get a nice pump to the upside. And let's see, I guess. So yeah, and then the volume still isn't too great. Declining volume, but yeah. So in general, I would say Dogecoin is still in a downtrend until we break this trend line right here, or wherever. Just breaking this trend line in general. I'm not sure where it's gonna break or what, but until we break this trend line, then I'm assuming that we're gonna be heading down in comparison to Bitcoin, basically. And with that note, let's go check out like the Bitcoin dominance maybe. So let's see. On the daily time frame, yeah, this gives us a pretty good look at what we're kind of watching. Yeah, so on the daily time frame of the Bitcoin dominance chart, we had, it's been a while since I talked about this chart. Let's I kind of want to hide that one, but let's delete this line and this line. I don't want to delete this one. Okay, so this is how dominant Bitcoin is compared to all the other crypto. And we were in this triangle pattern, something like this, this triangle pattern right here. I mean, this purple triangle. And we broke below it right here. And ever since then, the altcoins were just going nuts. So as this chart was going down, let me get rid of this. Let me zoom in a little bit. You probably could barely see it. Okay. So as this chart was going down, the altcoins were just going up, and Bitcoin was kind of just going sideways. And so yeah, I had drew these green lines right here of support, these previous bottoms, should I say. So we came down right here, had this bottom right here, and so I just drew these green lines right there, and then we came up and had support right here. So I drew a green line right there. And that's basically where those are coming from. So as you can see, we actually caught support, like not exactly on the green line, but very, very close to it. And ever since then, the Bitcoin price has been kind of starting to get its dominance back, basically. So yeah, in general though, I still think Bitcoin is in a downtrend compared to the altcoins. I mean, okay, so I guess it's kind of hard to say, because let's go to the weekly time frame, because look at this. I mean, in general, the trend has been sideways, down, sideways, kind of sideways, and then down. And then are we going to get another sideways and down, or is the Bitcoin price going to start dominating the altcoins again, or is, you know what I mean? Um, I think it's probably another reason is because the altcoins have been kind of losing money too. I mean, the altcoins have been losing money, and and Bitcoin has been losing less money, I think is this. But so yeah. But anyways, what I'm looking at right now is this downtrend, and then we got this support right here, and then the next thing is, so we have this bounce on this trend line right here, right? Kind of something like that. Maybe it'll maybe. I mean, it didn't come down all the way right here, but it got a bounce right here on this 9 moving average right there. But anyways, the next thing we're looking at is this trend line from this bottom right here to this bottom right here, something like this one, and this one. That gives us this trend line, and so we can kind of look for this bounce. Maybe we can keep getting bounces on this trend line right here, and then we could look to possibly test this, or retest this resistance that we had right here when we got resistance, and then we came down, came up right here, got resistance right there, touched it again right there, and we got like this big fall. So let's see if we could come up and test it right there. And yeah, so that line goes from here to here, and then just drag it out pretty much. That's what I'm looking at anyways. Maybe we could drag this a little bit closer. This isn't relevant quite yet, but like, let's see, something like this. So we're looking at these top lines up here. So maybe something like that, and then maybe something like this, something. See what I'm saying? And then drag that to the just drag it out pretty much. And it's possible that we could be coming in, and we already are kind of seeing a little bit of resistance, but I think this trend line might give us a little bit of resistance, which we're already kind of seeing. We haven't touched it yet, but still. So yeah, it's possible maybe the alts are coming back, or the Bitcoin's gonna start break through here and then start a nice little run again. I'm not 100% sure, but that's pretty much what I'm watching. But yeah, Bitcoin looks like it's coming back. It had a nice little bounce back a little bit. Or maybe the altcoins, like I said, maybe the altcoins were losing and Bitcoin was kind of staying the same. Let's go to something else. What else did we talk about? We talked about Doge to Bitcoin. We talked about Doge. We talked about Bitcoin dominance. Let's go to Bitcoin real quick. So yeah, we're on Bitcoin right now, and this is the daily time frame. And let's see, I haven't really done too much technical analysis for Bitcoin lately. I've been kind of just buying and then not worrying about it. I don't really like selling my Bitcoin in general. I kind of just buy it and then just hold it. And yeah, so I'm if one this one Bitcoin is probably one that I'm probably too attached to, honestly. Too emotionally attached to. I don't like selling it. That's my problem. But I am trying to accumulate as much as possible. So I think in general, I don't know. Hopefully that. So let's see. What do we got here? Let's delete. I think we're looking at the weekly time frame. I think that's where this. Yeah, that's where this came from. So in general, we broke this weekly support actually until we close this weekly and close under this trend line right here. Let me delete this and delete this and pretty much delete this too. So yeah, I guess we could even delete this one for right now. We had support right here, and then we had support right here, and for right now, it looks like we are breaking underneath this weekly trend line. So the question is, are we going to stay underneath this weekly trend line this week and close under it and then get a candle, the next candle basically under it, and head down? I mean, it's possible that we even get a candle, we close under it, get the next candle under it, and it goes back up too as well. So so yeah, that is possible that it's like basically like a fake out to the downside, but we are breaking below this trend line right now. Let's see, what else could we look at with Bitcoin. Oh, the other thing I wanted to talk about, or at least just, I guess, talk about real quick, is I had a limit order at 30834, and that actually just got filled right here. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then one second. So yeah, I got this limit order from this previous support right here. We came up, got resistance right here, and then came down and got support right here. So that's pretty much where I got that limit order from. And yeah, we just got that filled, and that was actually a pretty decent order actually. So hopefully this can hold support and we can start getting a bounce back to the upside. But like I said, the weekly time frame, we broke underneath this trend line right here. Let's see if it could just be a fake out real quick. The other thing I've been kind of talking about, not about Bitcoin, but in general, is if we look on the weekly time frame, we have to break above this 9 moving average before we can get bullish again, guys. Every time we break above this 9 moving average, we get it's good stuff happens. Look, we broke above it right here. This is the weekly time frame, but any time frame you look at this, it's probably going to be there's going to be similar things. Once we break above the 9 moving average, then it's basically like almost like a bull trend, should you say. And so yeah, we broke above it right here. Boom, look at this big old huge run. And then we broke below it right here. We tested it, boom, and we broke back above it, but couldn't stay above it and broke below it. So yeah, I think in general, when I see that we are above it, bullish. When I see that we are below it, technically bearish. You know what I mean? And we have been ever since we broke right here. That could have been like a good sell signal right there. So, and I think that's basically what it is you buy when it breaks above it, and then you sell when it breaks below it. And then, you know, like look at this, boom. And then you could move that into the different time frames though too. I mean, like let's look at the 4-hour time frame too. It broke above it right here, this 9 moving average, and nice little run. And then you sell it right here when it breaks into it, and then boom, we had a like downtrend pretty much. Right here, we broke above it, and I think you want to look for confirmation is basically the big thing. So right now we're getting this red candle right here. If we could bounce on this right here, that might be a confirmation on this time frame. So you would watch this time frame until it goes, but you also want to keep in mind like the 180 moving average. And so you also, it's like one thing to like confirm your bias, I guess, if you want to buy or sell, you know what I mean? Like let's say I want to, I don't know. Well, you will also, I would say, look at other time frames too. Like the daily time frame is very important, and we're below it right now. So, like I said, until we break, I don't know. In general, when we're breaking these moving averages, that's when we're call it. And the daily time frame is a big one that I look at. The weekly time frame, I mean, if we're under the daily or if it's going in and out of it like this, then we step up to the next time frame, and that's the weekly. And look, it's very clear what's going on right here. Break above it, up. Break below it, down. So like, yeah, if it's not clear, then step it up to the next time frame. Sometimes you could even look at like the 5-minute time frame. Sometimes you could, I'll even watch it on I was watching Dogecoin on the 5-minute time frame, and it was giving me these reads of moving averages where you would buy on the break going above it and then sell on the break going down, and it was actually working out very well. And that's like that was on the 5-minute. So yeah, I mean, and I'm talking about how it looks very clear right here. It's very clear. If you go to the daily, it's a little more unclear. See how we broke above it, nothing really happened. Broke below it, nothing really happened. Kind of moves in and out. And that's what I mean when I say it moves in and out. Like we'll break above it, and there's not like a huge move to either side really. So yeah, that's my moving average thing. And yeah, what's the next thing we should talk about? How much time do we have? How much time have we been going, should I say? We've already talked about Dogecoin. We talked about Dogecoin and Bitcoin. Talked about the Bitcoin dominance. We talked about Bitcoin. Let's talk about Ethereum real quick. How much time have we been going? 20 minutes. It seems like it's been longer already. Alright, let's talk about Ethereum. I think it's because no one's here. Oh, chat. Caleb, are you still there? Thanks for your consistency in making videos. Definitely. Thanks for watching and thanks for the support. Keep going and gain traction. Really enjoy your content. For sure. I know I need to, hopefully the market bounces back and we can get some good price movement going. And then, I don't know. The trend will bounce back. So yeah, let's look at Ethereum real quick before we sign off. Let me get rid of all these horizontal lines. Was it this one? Oh yeah, I actually did talk about these two lines. Yeah, so, okay. So this is the chart action for Ethereum. And yeah. 1 second. We were bouncing on this trend line right here. Every time we came into it, we got support, except for right here. We broke below it. So let me actually clear off this, because this is actually, we don't need that right now. I bet if we go to the weekly time frame, that's the chart that we're looking at. Yeah, exactly. Same thing with Bitcoin pretty much. We had a support line right here on the Ethereum chart, and then we broke that trend line right here. We actually broke the 9 moving average right here, and yeah, let me see, did it break it on the daily? Yeah, see, if you would have sold it when it broke the 9 moving average on the daily up here, that was the sell signal, and then ever since then it's been sideways and pretty much downwards. We broke above it right here, but it didn't really do anything after that. It's been going kind of sideways. So this moving average kind of theory doesn't always work. I mean, like look right here, we broke above it, got some confirmation, and then huge run. Broke below it, huge dump, and then right here it's just been kind of going in and out. But if you go to like the weekly time frame, like I said, if we start seeing that in and out pattern where it goes in and out of the moving average, to step it up to the next time frame, and you can see this weekly moving average right here, and we are clearly below it. But check it out. Sorry, I didn't talk about this on Bitcoin, but if we go to the monthly time frame, you could see that it's also going to give us, it's also holding support. So I mean, it's potentially holding support. We'll look at the total crypto market cap after this, and then I think that should be it. But on the total crypto market cap, I think, I'm trying to figure out what to say. I'm trying to think of what to say. Basically, I'm looking for support on this monthly 9 moving average, which is at about 15.42 on Ethereum. And so yeah, I mean, we're clearly in a downtrend in general, downtrend. So until we break above some of these trend lines, we have that trend line, and then we have something like this as well. Until we can break these trend lines, then I am going to assume that the price is going to continue to move downward. Something like that. But yeah, I do have a limit order set at 1542, and I had one set at 22.82. Was that one? There might have been another one too. I thought there was like it was like a 2000 or something like that. Yeah, that's the one it was. 2098. Yeah, so that one actually got filled, and that was actually a pretty good order too. But I don't know if I've actually set this order right here. I might have, but I don't think it's for that big, because I don't have that much money right now to be for crypto. But I mean, I don't know, just at this moment in time. So yeah, let's see what happens on Ethereum. Let's go to the total crypto market cap. All right, so let's see. I don't. Oh, okay, that's where that orange line's from. This orange line is from these wicks down here. Okay. Let's see. I should make a video on this one. This one actually kind of deserves a video. Alright, so for the total crypto market cap, I've explained this a bunch of times, but we had this trend. I've explained this a bunch of times, but we have this channel moving upwards. And right here we broke below it. And then, and actually, if you target from the top to the bottom of this channel, drag that to the breakout, it pretty much hit the target pretty much exactly. And that's one of the reasons why I had this purple box, is because it's at that target right there. And then we also had this previous support right there. And so what I was talking about in like my last total crypto market cap video is we had this triangle pattern right here. We broke below it right here, and I was wondering if we were going to get some support right here. We actually did get support on this candle right here. We came back up, but right here we got rejected on the 9 moving average right here, and we started heading back down. So I guess on the daily time frame, we kind of want to be watching this 9 moving average going like, I don't know if it's like that, but it's going like this pretty much. And it looks like we're trending up, so we're probably going to be testing this moving average pretty soon here. Hopefully we could keep moving up anyways and test it, and then actually break through it, and maybe we can get, I don't know. In general, this still seems kind of bearish. I mean, let me do this trend line. Going from here to maybe something like here. Until we break this trend line, let's get rid of this one because we don't, oops, not that one. This one. So until we break this trend line now, in my opinion, we're still heading down. It's like downwards and then sideways, and then we got rejection, and then it's heading downwards still. So yeah, if we could break this 9 moving average on the daily time frame, it kind of lines up with this trend line right here, and hopefully we can get a nice pump up. I mean, I think once we do break it, we should get a nice movement, but that's not for sure. We might have to wait till we actually break the weekly time frame 9 moving average right here. Let me know if there's any questions you guys have in the comments. I'm talking about moving averages and stuff like that, and I don't know, I could try to answer whatever you guys have. But yeah, do you guys have any questions now in the chat? If not, I think that kind of wraps it up about what I'm kind of watching. We could also look at the big winners today. Let's look at Chainlink. Let's go to the daily. Chainlink looks actually pretty decent. Look at so Chainlink had this support right here, right here, right here, and that gives us this big long trend line going like this, and it looks like we're touching it right now, or we're like we broke below it, but it looks like we're getting support and pushing back into it. So pretty much we're in this downtrend going something like this. I should do a video on this actually. This kind of seems video worthy. It's going down, and if we could break this trend line right here, then we might be looking at a nice target, and that might be from like the bottom to the top of this like triangle. Maybe even drag it out something like this, and maybe drag that something like up here. I mean, if the total crypto market in general just keeps on going down, then this is not going to happen. But if we do break this line, maybe, I know some of these are big losers and big winners, so like we might have just had this like big down run, and now it's time for a bounce back. But I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think crypto is going to bounce back in general, like on the total crypto market? Do you think it's going to completely reverse, or do you guys think it's going to just get rejected like right here or on the total crypto market cap and start heading for another leg down? kind of hard to say, but look at this support. It's been good support this whole time. Boom, boom, boom. If we break here with a decisive break, it's going to be tough it's going to be tough. I would say the next support lines for Chainlink would be maybe somewhere. I'm not saying it's going to go down here, but if it does, if it breaks this line really hard, maybe right here at about 10.97, maybe here at around 7.09. Dang. Maybe even down, I mean not even, but maybe down here. I'm just talking about support lines. I don't know if it's gonna go down all these ways. 1.72. Dang, that was a big support though. There's a lot of support right here. Support, support, support. And then like right here there's a little bit of support, and then we came down right here, got support again, came up, support right here. There's only like 1 or 2 spots right here. I guess there's a couple spots in here in general, but yeah. So maybe 10.97 would be the next line I would look at if we break this trend line very decisively with some red candles. But yeah, like I said, we are in this downtrend testing this resistance. We're also testing this support right here. So that's basically, what do you call that, convergence of resistance and support. So yeah, I mean technically we might be seeing a move pretty soon on Chainlink, I think. Yeah, let's see what else we got going on, what other charts we could look at. Basic attention token, you guys ever check this out? Ooh, this one got wrecked from its all time. I had an order right here, the small order up here. Of course I bought the high. I mean all the all-time highs. I'd been used to it from down here too. So I use Brave Browser, and you accumulate basic attention token every month, and for a long time it was just sitting around here like 30 cents, 40 cents. I mean, when it was like at 40 cents, it was like, oh, that's sick. And then like down here like 15 cents, it was like, oh, that's gonna be cool when it goes back to a quarter. But for a while there was like $1 something, and now we're back down to 54 cents. But today it actually got a nice 14% bounce, but it's still in a huge downtrend. I mean, let's make no mistake. I do like Brave Browser though, but this is in a downtrend, and let's see, we have this downtrend going something like this, and then the next downtrend would be something like this. Let's move this real quick. It would be something like this. Although I guess you could argue something like that, and we broke it right here, and then ever since then it's been kind of going sideways. Maybe do something like this. I don't know. That's one thing that's kind of been like I need to learn more about, I guess, maybe, is like big huge run-ups and then retracements, I guess. Maybe let's do a Fibonacci retracement. I've gone so like away from the Fibonacci retracements. I've gone a lot away from them, and I should be going back to them. Let's pretty much delete everything. Let's just delete it. We don't need pretty much any of this stuff on there. So what would we do? It would be from the top to the bottom would be, I mean, I feel like it's already retraced more than 50%. Like from this bottom right here to the top, we actually hit the 78% level. That's funny. So we had this big huge run on basic attention token, and then now we're crashing down to the 78% level. That's crazy. But we did get support on the 78% level of the Fibonacci retracement. Better than breaking through this and breaking this one. That's be a downtrend right there. But so yeah, until we can break. Oh yeah, okay. So that's, yeah, okay. Is this the bottom though? If it is, we could do from the top to the bottom and do something like that, and maybe we could retrace back to, I don't know if we're going to get a bounce back from here though. It's possible. Let's say this is hypothetically the support in the total crypto market cap, or in general we're going to start getting our next leg up. And this was the bottom, is what I'm saying. But I don't know if that's true actually. Look at the weekly moving average. It's like I'm saying, check out this 9 moving average on the weekly time frame. Until we break that, we have no business doing bullish targets. All right, let's look at something else. But we did get a little bounce off this little whatchamacallit, you could say this Fibonacci retracement level, this 78% level right here. So I don't know. We'll see if this can hold support or not. We have a downtrend right here, and like I said, I haven't really been watching this, but I accumulate this every month, so I'm kind of invested in this, you can say. All right. What's up with ICP? Have you guys seen this? This got listed on Coinbase. Like I actually have a couple orders on this, but they're pretty small. So yeah, it got listed on Coinbase, and then after that, it just got absolutely wrecked. Pretty much. I saw BitBoy Crypto put a ton of money on this, and I was like, oh, okay, well, he put money on this, so I'll put a little order. And then I was like, dang, it dropped so much. We got some support right here. I'll put a little order. So I don't know. I think I'm just gonna. I don't know. We'll see if it keeps going down. Maybe I'll put in another little tiny order. But I haven't really looked into ice. I think it's Polygon. Too much. I just kind of put in small orders to get some exposure. What is it? Internet computer or something like that. But yeah, I think someone requested Matic too. Let's check this out. This is a while ago though. Is the chat dead or something wrong with the chat, or is just no one here? I think just no one's here. That's fine. I think the way that I've been doing the stream, this is replayable. Cardano is the other one I wanted to look at. Let's do Matic though real quick. So Matic is like the rest of them in this downtrend. I would say until we break this trend line right here, then it's gonna, I mean, then I feel like we're trending downward. Let's take a look at the hourly time frame. If you want to get, if you're in a trade right now, and you bought hopefully down here, we have this uptrend going something like, oh, it looks like we actually broke that uptrend just now though. So this is the hourly time frame, and we had this trend line going up like this, and it looks like we broke this trend line right here. So let's see if that's just like a little fake out, or if that's significant. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Something like this. Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, we have this 9 moving average maybe holding us, giving us some support. So maybe the price will come down, test this 9 moving average, and get some support and start heading back up. But not too sure. On the 4-hour time frame, we have a trend line going something like this of the bodies. Something like this, the bottom right here, bottom right there, trend line going up. So we haven't broken the trend line on the 4-hour time frame yet. So yeah, basically watch for some support. Basically at this level right here at maybe 1.133. All right, Cardano is another one I've been wanting to look at. Just personally, I've been wanting to look at this. Is this on Coinbase? Yeah. Let's clear all the levels out. These are basically all my orders. Although I actually pulled some pretty sweet profits on Cardano. When they were at their highs. I have a limit order somewhere. Is it this one? Yeah. Oh, did it get filled? Oh, sweet. It looks like it went down. I haven't checked this in so long. So it looks like my limit order got here at 1.065 got filled. Nice. And that was like a nice fat limit order, I think. I think I put a nice little juicy one on there, because where I got the limit order from is we had support right here and right here. And actually I should probably look at the chart on like Binance or something, because the Coinbase chart only goes to like right here. Let me see. Let me go to the Binance chart. give us some more data to look at. Let's take a look at the weekly time frame on the Cardano, because that's where I was looking at when I had that big pattern. We had this weekly bull flag pattern, something like that. We came up to it, and pretty much when we got that target, we pretty much hit the target like perfectly. And ever since then, that's why I think I took profits so much, is because I was like, okay, we hit the target, now we're trending down, let's take the profits and try to buy back down here or something like that. And so, yeah, let's kind of look at what we have. We have some support right here. We have support right here, and we have support right here. And as you can see, we actually got some support right here. So actually, I think that's basically where my limit order was on my Coinbase chart. So yeah, but that doesn't mean that we're going to hold support there. If we do break this kind of like level right here, this support zone right here, then like we had this big huge run up, so it's possible we might have a big huge run down too. Like the next line would be somewhere, let's see, something right here at around .339. That would suck. And then yeah, I mean then the next one down here, but we're on the weekly time frame. Let's look at the daily. There's probably ones between that. Yeah, I would even say right here at like .316 maybe. But there's also some up here, like right there, and there's a wick down right here. This one is sitting at 85 cents and this one's sitting at 68 cents. Let's hope that this level that I had my limit order at actually just holds support. We have wicks down all right here. So we had a wick down right here, we had a wick down right here, we had a wick down right here, wick down. All these just barely wicking down and then catching the support. So basically, yeah, hopefully we can, that limit order that I set and that got filled will actually keep those support and start trending back up. But we don't really know that until we kind of get this whole crypto market. I mean, until we go to this total crypto market and we know for sure on this chart, then we'll be able to tell a lot better. Like I said, I think if we could break this trend line right here, not this one, sorry, I'm just moving stuff around. This one right here, if we could break this trend line right here, I think that's when we're going to start seeing pretty much everything move. And you'll probably see the biggest losers be the big winners when this happens. And like I was saying, Bitcoin dominance is still in technically a downtrend. It's possible we hit right here and Bitcoin starts kind of going sideways again and all the altcoins start pumping again. And I mean, I don't know, honestly, Bitcoin is my number one holding. So like Bitcoin is my number one holding. So yeah, what do you mean? Like what's the price in the total crypto market cap, or like what? Can you talk about? I mean, not talk about. Can you ask the question in a different way? Like, what level we're sitting at right now is 1.32 trillion. Or do you mean like what is the total crypto market cap? Because this is basically all the money that's in crypto right now, according to Coinbase. So yeah, I mean, we had this huge bull run of crypto in general, just running like hardcore, and then right here, and okay, so we had this resistance line, and then we had a support line, and right here we broke that support line, and ever since then we've been trending down, and pretty much sideways down. And so, like I was saying earlier, we have this trend line right here, and until we break that, I'm expecting to trend down, because the trend is your friend. You know what I mean? So basically, yeah, like I said, if we could break this trend right here, then that might be the beginning of the reversal. Does that answer your question? All right. Let's see. What is the total money in right now? So it's at 1.33 trillion. That's what the that's how much is in it right now, according to according to not Coinbase, TradingView. So yeah, and then like I was saying, we had this orange line right here because it wicked down. We came down really hardcore, wicked down and caught support right here, and that wick, the price basically just went down and then came back up. So we wicked down right here, and then the same thing happened right here. So I put that orange line right here, and look what happened right here. We basically kind of wicked down right here. Same thing. I'd been looking at this purple box too, and I was talking about how it had been holding support, but we finally broke below it. And look what happened when we broke below it. We got a big red candle. Let me see. Okay, cool. So yeah, I was watching this purple box. I wonder if it's gonna give us resistance now, because like they say, previous support turns into resistance. I don't really go by that, but let's kind of see, I guess. But yeah, we got this daily time frame and the 9 moving average right here. If we could break this trend line, then I think we'll be breaking this 9 moving average on the daily time frame, and that'll be a good signal. Hopefully we can stay above it after we do break it though. Is there any charts you guys want me to look at? I don't think I looked at AMC yet either. Let me know which charts you guys are here for, or why you guys like my channel in general. Let me know why you guys like my channel. If you guys are not new, or I don't know, whatever. I'm just kind of curious if you like Dogecoin or AMC or Nokia. I haven't looked at Nokia in a while either. But because I've changed focus a lot. Not a lot, but like right now I've been doing a lot of AMC videos. So AMC looks like it's doing pretty good. Like I said, we're in this triangle pattern on AMC, and we had support, and still support. And that's what I was kind of wondering. Are we going to hold support? The 4-hour time frame, I was talking about how we actually broke this trend line right here, like on the bodies. We broke the trend line going down right here, but I think that was a fake out. I mean, I talked about that on my videos. One of my last videos is how it's possible it's a fake out. And if we go to the daily time frame, we have this 9 moving average giving us some support. And like I said, if we could get bounces on this 9 moving time frame, on this 9 moving average time frame, then I think that might be a bullish signal. Like I said, we got a bounce right here, and if we could break this trend line, bullish signal. So yeah, and then we got basically that pattern too. Let me undo and get this line back. Okay, so we got this pattern, and I don't know, like I was kind of reevaluating it the other day, and I was like, let's see, is it on daily? Yeah, let's do the daily time frame. I was wondering if we got a flag pattern. You know what I mean? So it's like the pole and then the pennant. So yeah, I mean, like, is it this pattern that we're really looking at? Something like this, which is a little bit bigger than the pattern I was looking at, which took us somewhere to around 100. But let's see, what does this pattern take us to? Something like right here takes us to like 114. So I don't know. I mean, it doesn't look like a perfect pennant or flag pattern, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think I'm crazy? But we also have this triangle pattern that is actually, I like the 4-hour time frame. It's a little bit bigger. Something like this, and then drag that to the breakout. It actually got smaller for some reason. I think maybe when this line came over here, my target actually got a little smaller. So now it's sitting at like 99.04, approximately the $100 area. So yeah, I mean, I'm still kind of watching that. We haven't not broken to the downside with volume. We also have not broken to the upside with volume. We still have declining volume. But yeah, like, I think in general, time is on the side of people holding the stock as opposed to the hedgies shorting the stock. I don't even understand understand the whole naked dark pool or dark pools, naked short selling. I just know that they're shorting stocks that they don't have. Or they're see, that's the thing. I don't even really super. I don't know. I should probably do more research on the thing, but I know there's about to happen, and when the price goes up, people have to cover their shorts. It's not that hard to understand. You know what I mean? When the price goes up, the people betting that it's gonna go down are losing money, and they have to stop losing money, so they buy, and the price drives the price higher. So like that's all you gotta need to know is short squeeze. Um, and yeah, I don't know what. Like I said though, I don't know what. I haven't done a lot of research on AMC honestly. Um, I haven't even recently been. I just know that there is a lot of shorted stocks and it's like oversold basically. So yeah, let's see what happens. We still have a few hours to see what happens today. So let's see if that declining volume turns into some volume spikes with some green candles possibly to the upside. I think once we break this triangle pattern, then it's a bullish signal for the bulls to go in, and which is gonna start wrecking more bears or leveraged bear positions, you know what I mean? And then, like I said, the bears have to buy back and drives the price higher. But and even the people who took profits, like the people who are holding and just took the profits, and then they're like, okay, well, we just broke that trend line, now it's time to go back in. But the only thing is we have had some fake outs to this upside, so you want to be kind of careful, I guess. I don't know. In general, I'm just holding. I've just been holding, so I haven't really been adding to this position. But let's go to the 5-minute time frame, because then we could really see where it like wicks up to. We can do something like this. And I meant to talk about this in my videos, but like sometimes everything just, I mean, a lot of stuff gets edited out. So we have this 5-minute kind of trend line too. So this would be the second line that we would watch, I think. Let me redo this. Okay, so we have, okay, so this trend line is for the, what is it, the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so we have that 4-hour time frame trend line, and then let's go into the 5-minute trend line, and we'll do it a different color. So we have this 5-minute trend line going something like this. This would be like the confirmation trend line, I think. Let's do it like blue or something, just so you can kind of differentiate. Something like that. So I would say once we break this 4-hour time frame trend line right here, we're going to want to break this 5-minute time frame trend line, which I don't know. It's just possible that we get resistance right here at this teal trend line too, or blue trend line, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see. I think within the next like day or two, though, we're gonna see something happen, unless it just continues to go sideways, which is actually in the stockholders' favors. You know what I mean? Not the leveraged people's favor, or like the people who are trying to leverage trade it. So yeah, let's see what happens. We're coming up on the end of this triangle pattern, and yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think upside or downside? That's a dumb question. I know you guys want the upside. You guys aren't the hedgies. The hedgies are the only ones wanting to go to the downside. But ouch, my neck. So yeah, let's see. How long have we been streaming so far? I can't tell. It doesn't even tell me. Maybe I'm just... Yeah, alright. Is there anything you guys want me to look at? GameStop. I haven't looked at GameStop in a while. I don't have any GameStop though. I do have AMC. What else do we got? Let's check out MJ. Some MJ. Alright. with MJ, we had a downtrend going something like this, and when we broke it right here, let's see, we could do a trend line pretty much. Do a trend line right here. Now I'm doing blue trend lines. Hold up. This one's easier to see, I think. So yeah, we had a downtrend like this, and then ever since we broke that trend line, we've been pretty much trending up. So yeah, I mean, we got a little bit of a correction right here. Excuse me. And then let's see. We do have this like flag pattern, something like that, but I don't know if I like that too much. Let me redo this. So we have a downtrend going something like this, and then we actually broke it going up right here, going upwards, and that would give us this uptrend, but we actually broke it going downwards right here. So in general, we are still in a downtrend from either from right there to right there, or even right here to right here. So until we break this downtrend going like this, I guess we're expecting to go downwards. But it looks like we are testing it. We are testing it, and we have had some support right here, and then we got some support right here as well. So in general, maybe we are looking at some sort of little triangle pattern, like something like this. You know what I mean? Something like that. Let's see what else we got. Like I said, is there anything you guys want me to look at? Take a look at the VOO, which is basically S&P 500. This thing looks crazy, guys. I've talked about this for a while, but I'm surprised this thing hasn't broken to the downside yet. Look at this craziness. I don't get. Yeah, it just doesn't look sustainable. Maybe I just don't understand how the S&P works, but like, look at this thing. It just feels like we need a correction. We're in a rising wedge though. That's the thing that's kind of scary, is that it's the price is getting tighter and tighter in this rising wedge, and this is a bearish pattern. When it breaks this trend line, we're looking at these previous supports. So maybe something right here, and then maybe something right here. The ultimate target would be to the bottom of the wedge. Honestly, and I don't know if maybe the wedge does go down that far. I don't know. I mean, maybe we could do something like this, but this is a scary pattern, honestly. If you're looking at the total stock market or whatever, or the 500 top companies, whatever you want to, I think that's what it is. This is crazy. I don't know. That's why people talk about a stock market crash or whatever, is because this is a crazy pattern. Very bearish. Boom. But let's see, maybe it just breaks out of this, and then we can do a breakout of something like this, and it's just this ultimate bubble. Well, how much percentage would this be? Another 20%. See, that's nothing compared to crypto. Look at the weekly. Like, okay, for this year, let's look at the year. Okay, right here is when the year starts. Something like right here. 30%, that's pretty cute. Let's look at how much Bitcoin's done in the year. Let's see, Bitcoin, the year started right here. Whoops. The year started right here, something like that. Actually, we're not doing very well for the year. We're actually very close to where we started for the year. That's kind of annoying. So you're actually better in the S&P this year than Bitcoin, I guess, unless you took profits. And see, that's the thing with Bitcoin. You got volatility. People aren't just like putting their money in and then sitting around there. Well, somewhat, I guess. But there is a lot of movement going around there, and there's volatility. These big swings like that is money getting made if you're buying and selling. So as opposed to the S&P, it's just like this straight upward movement where you have to just put your money in and just sit there. Let's see, what else do we got? Engine to tether. So on engine, basically the same thing. We got a big downtrend. One second. Ouch. Okay, so yeah, with engine, we have a big downtrend going. Let me clear out these horizontal lines. Are these ones? Yeah. We'll keep the orange ones and clear out the top ones. Clear out this one and clear out this one. Okay, so let's clear out this. Let's clear out this for now. We are in like that channel, but we don't really need that one per se. And then let's clear out this one. Let's go to the daily time frame and get a better higher end look. Okay, so we'll do something like this. We'll like move that trend line a little bit. So we have resistance right here, we have resistance right here, we have resistance right here, and we have resistance right here. So basically we're watching this trend line, guys, and until we break this trend line, we're not gonna really want to be bullish. But like I've been talking about for the past little while, we do have some support right here and we have some support right here, and that's basically what's happening in a lot of these charts too, is where we had some previous support right here, we came up and then we came back down, and then now we're getting that same support level somewhere around there. And then so what I'm thinking is, are we gonna hold support right here and get a bounce to start testing this trend line? And look what lines up with this trend line, the 9 moving average right here. Once we break the 9 moving average, we'll probably be breaking this trend line, and that'll be good for the price if you're a bull. And yeah, maybe we can target from the bottom to the top of this triangle, something like that. Maybe be a little conservative about it, something like that, and maybe target wherever it breaks out. Maybe, I don't know, let's say somewhere right here, and maybe 211. This is purely speculation, so we're just kind of throwing numbers out there. But yeah, if we could break this trend line, maybe we can target something like that. And then we'd also have like previous resistance right here, so, and then previous resistance up here. So yeah, first we have to break this trend line right here and this 9 moving average. The other thing is, we'll probably, if we go to the weekly time frame and the monthly time frame, we'll probably see the same things that we've been talking about. The weekly time frame, we're going to have to break this 9 moving average before we can get bullish. And like I said, once we break this trend line right here, maybe we can, oh wait up, let's go back. Where does this target line up with this weekly moving average? Okay, so it does break through it. So let's see if this triangle pattern right here can break through this weekly moving average. I don't know if we're gonna hold support, if we're gonna keep getting support and break through, start getting bullish. If we do, I think in general crypto will get bullish. But for now, downtrend until we break this. Until we break this weekly moving average right here. And like I said, the other thing we've been talking about on my other on the other charts, should I say, is this monthly moving average. And check it out, support perfectly right on this monthly moving average. That's exactly where we're getting support. So the monthly is giving us some support, but the weekly is giving us resistance, guys. And that's basically what's happening on a lot of these things. That's why I do a total crypto market cap video, because I mean, we could just look at this one and look at, we had this support right here, and then now we got another support right here, and it's basically the same thing. I mean, like, let's go to pretty much any chart. Support right here. Now we're getting a little bit of support here. We're gonna go and break the same thing. Ethereum, probably the same thing. Support right here, Came down, got a little bit of support right here. Now we're waiting to break that thing. Ugh. Moving average, trend line, whatever. Pretty much both. I mean, if there's a chart that's not really following the total crypto market cap, let me know. I know sometimes like Doge was doing that for a while too. Do you guys follow me on TikTok? Because apparently I'm getting notifications from TikTok, and I never mention it on YouTube though. And if you guys aren't following, if you guys like TikTok, you guys should go check me out on there. I think it's chart underscore action is my TikTok name. Basically just have like YouTube shorts style videos on there. Alright, so yeah, let's see. Uniswap, same thing. We got this support line going right here. We also have a trend line going down right here. Like I said though, we're testing these downtrends. Like we have this downtrend going right here. It looks like we're about to test this one right here. This is a daily time frame. Daily time frame is pretty nice to look at. If we can break right here, maybe we can get a target, and I mean not a target, but maybe we can target this previous resistance, this resistance right here, and this resistance right here, maybe somewhere in here at around 25.87. Right now the price is at 17.86. So yeah, I haven't really, like I said, I haven't really been buying a lot of crypto lately, but I don't know, maybe it might not be a bad time to dollar cost average, because like I said, I have been kind of trying to take a break from this area since we were at these tops. So yeah, who knows though, it's possible that we get rejected and we start heading down, but like I said, you kind of have to make up your own decision and kind of do risk management. I don't like doing all my money in at one spot, and I kind of like doing either big position limit orders, or I like doing small market orders. So like right now, market order just to get that position in, but then if I want to get a certain price, do a limit order and do a big fat one, you know what I mean? And so yeah. All right, what's the time at? What time are we at? I feel like I'm going a little long. Not. And it doesn't give you what you call it. Let's see. Okay, so we're at an hour right now, pretty much. I'm wondering if I should. I don't know. Do you guys have any questions, or do you guys have any charts you want me to look at before we cut out? Hey, how's it going? What is it? Famtastic life? Famtastic? How's it going? Is there any charts you guys want me to look at, or do you guys have any questions on anything? I can do my best to try to answer them. So I still have to get my schedule in order, but for right now, I think I'm going to be doing every other day streams on either the AM or the PM. I still have to figure this out though, but I'm going to be trying to stream more so we can run through these stocks or cryptos just real quick, because usually, you know, I kind of try to be a perfectionist on my videos. So sometimes I only do like one or two videos, and sometimes I don't even really know. I'm kind of indecisive, and with the stream, I can kind of just, like fire them off. And then if you guys come in and you guys have questions, I can also do that. Yeah, we did talk about the Bitcoin dominance, but we can kind of go over that again real quick. So like I said, the Bitcoin dominance, we had this triangle pattern like this, and then we broke this trend line. We broke this purple triangle pretty much. We broke it right here, and then I had previous support levels right here and right here. I drew these green trend lines when we were like over here pretty much, because I was like, okay, well, where's the previous support? Right here and right here. Green horizontal lines right there and right there. And then so look what happened. We actually bounced. We didn't touch the green line, but we got very, very, very close to it. So yeah, we got support right there, and ever since then, pretty much we've been Bitcoin's been doing pretty decent, let's just say. And so there's a couple of things that I'm watching. We broke that trend line that had been kind of giving us resistance all this way down here, all resistance, resistance, resistance. We got a nice support right here, broke it, and then started trending down, and then got support right here. So basically we have support right here, and we have support right here, and that gives us this trend line, and then we have this support right here, and we have this support right here, gives us this trend line. So basically, in general, I think Bitcoin is dominating right now, but we are coming up on this resistance right here, and let's see if Bitcoin gets dominant even more, or if the altcoins come back and start taking over again. It feels like the altcoins have been the bigger losers. I mean, like they've lost more, so it's possible that the Bitcoin comes down and maybe retests right here, or I mean, I'm not sure, but what I'm saying though is maybe some of the altcoins are going to get some of their money back, and this chart will go down. But I don't know. I mean, it's just let's see what happens. Basically, we have these support lines right here, and then we have another one right here. So even if it breaks this trend line right here, it's going to come down and maybe get support right here. So yeah, that's basically what I'm watching. Bitcoin is being pretty dominant right now, but it is kind of coming into this resistance level, in my opinion. And I guess I didn't look at the moving averages on this chart. If we look at we just broke. Oh, interesting. This is pretty interesting. We didn't look at this before. See, this is why I kind of like doing these streams in general, because it like forces me to look at the charts like way more. All right, we looked at Polygon 2, and I'll look at it again. So we have this weekly moving average right here, and we actually broke above it right here on the dominance chart, which is actually pretty good. What about the monthly time frame? Whoops, let's go to the monthly real quick. Okay, so on the monthly time frame of Bitcoin dominance, this is interesting. Check this out. We have the 9 moving average coming in from the top, so basically resistance. So is Bitcoin gonna come up to this level up here and then get it's either gonna break through it with a big break, or if it's gonna get resistance, rejected, should I say. So that's kind of interesting, something to look at. We broke above it right here and got a nice run, and then broke below it right here, downtrend right here, kind of indecisive, but right here we actually broke below it, and ever since then it was this alt season pretty much, if you want to say. So yeah, if we get rejected right here, maybe look for another alt season. I don't know, maybe something like that. All right, let's do Matic real quick. Polygon. Okay, so yeah, like I was talking about earlier, we have a resistance line right here. It's resistance, resistance, pretty much resistance right here, and then resistance and resistance still. So yeah, until we can break this trend line right here, then I'm expecting to keep trending down. You know what I mean? However, it's pretty much the same thing like on all the charts. We had the support right here, and then we had support right here. And so the question is, can we hold this support going something like this? And maybe we can get a triangle pattern, something like this, something like that. And if so, maybe we can get a target from the top to the bottom of this triangle, something like that, drag it to the breakout somewhere over here. And not sure where that's going to happen. Maybe this, like, crypto has to turn around for this to happen though, and then Bitcoin has to go to that downside, I think, for the kind of something like this to happen. But yeah, if we break out of this, maybe we can get a target somewhere up here. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm saying this is what we have. We have resistance, we have support, and we have the price bouncing in between it. And if we break this line right here, or if we break this line right here, I mean, let's see, let's do the bearish. Let's see what happens if we break this to the downside. See, and that's, I don't think that, I mean, negative 0.31, I don't know, unless it just gets stopped at one of these orange lines, but of support, you know what I mean? But yeah, triangle pattern. Hopefully we can break to that upside and maybe get that pattern of, what is it? Let's just check it down here to be conservative, and it's somewhere around 256 to, I don't know, somewhere around there. So yeah. All right, well, I think that about does it for this stream. If you guys like the stream, hit the thumbs up, and what else? Hit the thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to keep up to date, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, you guys have a great day.